could it already be one of those fucking days? How could it already be one of those fucking days?
Been very careful about this, you know this, and you know, I'm not a defensive person, and I did not want anyone to perceive that some comment coming from me was coming out of the news or but I think that this situation will speak my mind, given that I have a case that was played, you saw the money we're going to bring here. We don't believe that the government should be giving us money. Now, if he says that, besides the official statements that came from the president, I think that's an indication that there's a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of lying going on. I don't want to be part of that. So let me just say, again, without any sense of vindication or vindictiveness, that the reality is journalism should not be in bed with politicians. And it shouldn't be the case that NPR or any newspaper or any broadcast should be having funding dependent on whether or not you are pleasing politicians or whether or not you're able to please people who I call the cesspool of non-profit funding. And of course, I use that term cesspool because I'm in a secret particular thing. First of all, the number one fundraiser at NPR wanting to do business with the brotherhood, the Muslim brotherhood of ours. You couldn't make this stuff up. Can you imagine how the liberals, what the liberals would do to 60 Minutes to get pictures of Rupert Murdoch and Roger Ailes taking a check from the Klan, you know, yeah, because that's well, but that is not the antithesis. We're saying here's this group that is a front for a terrorist group, saying, and then this offshoot or claimed offshoot, the sting that they set up was we're with the Muslim Brotherhood, and we got $5 million for us, and all you have to do is kind of sit here and participate in a conversation in which Jews are disparaged, right-wing Americans, gun-owning Americans are disparaged, and if you'll sit and have this conversation with us, we'll be happy to write you a check for $5 million. I was trying to imagine what the conservative antithesis of that would be. Well, I guess as you described, I don't think that right-wingers are members of the Klan, but I think that... I don't either, but I mean, I think that's the liberal stereotype. I think, you know what, I guess it would be, you know, people talk about George Soros on the liberal side pumping money into folks like NPR and other liberal organizations. But I think of it, you know, so maybe you could say big corporations.
Some people are just too stupid to understand analogies.
You know,
that's the tool we have for explaining things. Some people are just too fucking stupid.
That's why it's the #1 cable channel. Right. And people who listen to NPR, people who like that kind of presentation of the news, if they like it, they should support it. And I think that there's nothing to be, no shame in taking advertisers. I don't think it corrupts any large organization, any large media organization. It doesn't impugn their integrity because they take ads. To the contrary, the game that NPR has been playing, the political game and the non-profit fundraising game, is one that has, I think, demeaned the quality of their journalism. It leads to questions about whether or not they are able to be impartial, to be straightforward in their reporting. And so far, you know, and especially, and here I will get when you hear that guy, you know, Ron Schiller, on the tape saying, well, yeah, you know, we're so proud we fired Juan Williams because he's a bigot. You know, I mean, come on. Let's be honest with each other. They said, oh, it was just a matter of process, or we made a mistake. Their real feeling is they were proud they got rid of me. Or they were willing to say that if the right group was sitting there offering up a check. And I guess the tie between the Muslim Brotherhood and terrorist elements in the Middle East is just, I can't come up with a you know a metaphor for that back, you know, because even American corporations are operating legally. You know, they're making legal products and all that.
Is there any way that we can get some leadership out of this president before we leave that altogether? Is there something the American people need to say to him to make it clear that watching him go golf and watching him goof around is not what we hired him to do?
Well, I think you're harsh. I mean, I think, look, 50% of the American people, his approval ratings right now are 50. I think everybody in America is excited about, who likes basketball, is excited about Final Four. I don't know what he could have done, Lars. Was he supposed to go stop the tsunami? Was he supposed to go and beat up Gaddafi? In fact, most Americans don't want it to get militarily involved. And the Republican, I repeat, Republican conservative Secretary of Defense has said it's a bad idea. So,
but I can tell you this one. George W. stopped golfing because he thought it was, and maybe he thought it was a small gesture because he didn't think it was appropriate at that time. I think this country's in enough trouble. I don't think the Congress should take a recess next week, and I don't think the president should be doing anything frivolous. It would be like me doing something frivolous to the radio station, with my employer or with my family. If my family was going through a crisis and I said, hey, let's go to the movies, my family would think I lost my mind. Movies or get something to eat? Come on. Let's stick with the crisis until the crisis is over, and then you can have some fun.
Well, I just don't know what it is that we would want any president to do. If Ronald Reagan was there, if Abe Lincoln was there, I don't know what he would say. That kind of a strong leader, someone who is very much, let's get on board and get the job done. I don't know what they would say about Gaddafi at this moment. I don't know what they would say about Japan, other than let's be real, the Japanese need assistance, humanitarian aid, let's offer it. But to think that human beings can't relax, I just think that's, I don't think that's right. But I know your point on the larger issue of seeming as if he is out of touch at times and continuing as if there's a lack of strong leadership. So that I hear loud and clear.
It's always a pleasure to watch you on the show, and Juan, we always value you as a guest. Thanks for the time, sir.
Hey, you're welcome, Lars. Have a good evening.
Senior political analyst at Fox News, Juan Williams, with us 13 before the hour. Back in just a moment. You're listening to the Lars Larson Show. Lars. Well, I'm about 60 days into my P90X transformation, and now is when I realized just how